evolve into Gyarados. All it needs is a little kick. Water in the hole.
In my head, I saw that differently.
Hello everyone, my name is Joseph and welcome back to the Popsicle Night channel. This video is sponsored by PTCGO the best place for you to get Pokemon TCG code cards. Are you looking to complete your card collection online for the latest set? PTCGO has everything you need. And please remember to use my code NIGHT22 at checkout so that you can get a 5% discount. Please enjoy the discount and your purchase directly supports the content I create in this channel. Thank you guys so much for your support and for your supporting PTCGO. In today's video, we're taking a look at Magikarp from the Pokemon Go expansion set. Magikarp only has 30 HP, it has 1 retreat cost, no resistance, and is weak to lightning. It has 2 attacks. The first one is Lively Grouping. For 1 colorless energy, you can search your deck for as much Magikarp as you want and put them into your hand. This attack can be good because having access to your other Magikarps will help you to discard as many of them as you can. This is important for setting up for its second attack, Raging Fin. For 2 colorless energy, this attack deals 10 plus damage, and this attack deals 30 more damage for each Magikarp and Gyarados in your discard pile. So if you have all 4 Magikarps and all 4 Gyarados in your discard pile, you will be dealing 250 damage, and with a choice belt you'll be dealing a maximum of 280 damage against a Pokemon V. And to power up this attack, I have a full set of Twin Energies and Double Turbo Energies, although the DTE will decrease your attack by 20 damage. To help discard our Pokemon, I'm using Irida for the most part, because this allows you to search your deck for 1 Water-type Pokemon and also 1 item card. With this, you can get Magikarp or Gyarados and couple it with either a Quick Ball or an Ultra Ball to discard them. And I also have 3 copies of the Pokestop Stadium. Once per turn, discard the top 3 cards of your deck, and if any of them are item cards, you put those into your hand and the rest you discard. This is very helpful for discarding hopefully the Pokemon we want in the discard pile, but at the same time retrieving item cards along the way. Of course, the best way to maximize the damage of this attack is by using Ditto with the sudden transformation ability to copy Magikarp's attack. This ability allows you to copy any attacks from basic Pokemon in your discard pile that has no rule box on them. This will allow you to have 4 copies of both Magikarp and Gyarados in the discard pile and still be able to use Raging Fin. But don't be afraid to put Magikarp into play as well. You can use it to hit for weakness against Fire-type matchups. And for the most part, you'll probably be aiming to deal a 2-hit knockout on most Pokemon anyways, so you don't necessarily have to discard all of your Magikarp and Gyarados right away. Besides, Gyarados is pretty cool too. It has 170 HP, which is pretty decent, and it may just allow you to tank an attack. And it also has 2 powerful attacks. The first one is Wreak Havoc. For just 1 colorless energy, you can flip coins until you get tails, and for each heads, you discard the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck. This can be a very useful attack when you're in a tight spot, but then again, it does depend on RNG. Its second attack we won't use as much just because it costs too much, but you can deal 230 damage while discarding the top 5 cards of your own deck. Magikarp is pretty strong, but going against some of the top tier single price matchups can be difficult, which is why I've added a few technical cards in this build since we're using Ditto anyways. First, I have Ice Cube, more for its attack Block Face. For 1 water and 2 colorless energy, this attack deals 70 damage, but then during your opponent's next turn, you can prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks by basic Pokemon. So this is basically a mini Flying Pikachu VMAX, and as long as you can set up properly, you can instantly win a game with this Pokemon. And that's why I also have Water Energies in this build. Next, I also have Shedinja, more for its Life Squeeze attack. For 3 colorless energy, you put damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon until it only has 10 HP remaining. This is great for weakening super buff VMAXs. As for the other cards worth noting, for consistency I have Snorlax, Radiant Venusaur, and Pyukumuku to help us draw into extra cards, Manaphy to protect our bench, and just in case our Magikarps are prized, we have a couple of Hisuian Heavy Balls to find them. Finally, Rescue Carrier will help us recover our Dittos. The rest of the deck are pretty self-explanatory, and I have to say this Magikarp combo is really strong, but I was surprised at how slow setup can be. Honestly, you probably will not be hitting for 250 damage until later in the game, so my advice is to just take your time with this strategy and aim to deal a 2-hit knockout against higher HP Pokemon. And there's no way you're winning every matchup with this deck, so just have fun with it. And that's pretty much it. You can find the complete deck list in the description below, and now please enjoy the following gameplay videos showcasing Magikarp. Alright, let's go right into our first match. And we're going to start this one off with the Snorlax to go into the active spot. We do have a Quick Ball, but we also have Pokestop Stadium, which will help us discard our cards from our deck. So let's put that into play, and let's go ahead and use that actually. Alright, we saved an Ordinary Rod, but we did discard 1 Gyarados. And then let's use Quick Ball. Could probably get a Ditto with this. I could probably discard the escape rope. And dude, we only have one Ditto in our deck. 3 of them are prized. Bro, that's not good. Well, let's set up this Ditto as best we can, and then I'm just gonna go on dice. So my opponent's gonna start with a Radiant Greninja in their active spot. We did get an Irida though, so that's good. That can help us get more Magikarps or Gyarados and then discard it. Ooh, we're going up against a Lunatone and Solrock combo. Very strong single price deck, very budget friendly as well. And it even has the potential to one-hit knock out any Pokemon in the game as long as the energies are stacked onto Lunatone. Very, very strong build for sure. But we are not afraid of this matchup. We have exactly the technical card to go against this matchup. And the answer is Ice Cube. So Ice Cube has an attack that will block face, that will block the attack damage of basic Pokemon. And that's exactly why it's in this deck, is to go against this Lunatone Solrock combo, which is very, very common in the ladder. So if you have that Ice Cube in your deck, you're bound to just win the game automatically. So that's gonna be our goal, is to set that up as fast as we can, and then hopefully deck out our opponent if they don't give up. But they're not gonna be able to knock out our Pokemon whatsoever, unless they have something. I don't know if there's anything that can go through, unless they have other Pokemon that can do that. But they're just gonna boss my only Ditto in the deck. Oh boy. And there it is. Their Lunatone has 3 energies on it, and they're gonna knock out our Ditto. And I mean, I could use Magikarp to attack as well. I don't necessarily need Ditto, but you know what? We have a rescue carrier, so I can still get a Ditto. Let me get an Ice Cube first so that we can discard it, and then we can start energizing our Ditto. Let me discard these 2 with the Ultra Ball, get a Gyarados, discard another Gyarados with our Quick Ball, and I'll just get, I think, a Radiant Venusaur, because my opponent's Pokemon, Solrock and Lunatone, doesn't really have a lot of HP, so we don't really need to discard that much Magikarps or Gyarados. And as it is, we can even knock it out with a single hit. But I think I need to start setting up Ditto. Could get a Magikarp, but we need that to attack as well. So you know what? I think I'll just power up my Ditto for now. And we still have a bunch of Twin and Double Turbo energy from our deck. But I definitely need that water energy, so I'll just use Ordinary Rod, and I'm just gonna go on dice. Hopefully they don't have a boss just yet, because if they knock out our Ditto again, then that's gonna be a big problem. But you know what I could start doing too is to start knocking out their Pokemon with my Magikarp. I'll just put them into play and then just attack them and hopefully get a Ditto along the way. I could do that. But just in case they have an escape rope, I could always just present my Radiant Venusaur for them to knock out. At least that will keep my Ditto safe. But what I need here is to get the water energy so that I can attack with Ice Cube's block face attack. And after that, we're gonna be home free. So we only have one. We have one goal here, and that will win us the game, hopefully automatically. And since most of their Pokemon are in play and benched, they don't really have any other space for other Pokemon to put into play. Unless they have Scoop Up Net, and unless they have something to go against Ice Cube's attack, then again, we should be home free. But we need to get that water energy. But yeah, they're burning through their deck really quickly here, and that's what I mean with the Solrock and Lunatone. They can just discard as much energies as they can from their hand, and then they can just accelerate them to Lunatone very easily. And even if you knock out Lunatone, it doesn't really matter because they could just re-energize it. 150 damage against our Snorlax. Let's go ahead and present our Radiant Venusaur. Look at that. We got water energy, guys, from our top deck. Choice Belt, and we also have Rescue Carrier. Let me put the Twin Energy on Magikarp just in case, because I still need to switch out my Venusaur now. Get this Pyukumuku. Hopefully we get to draw into one. Nope. See, if I use Marnie, I'm gonna lose that water energy. That's the thing. I think I'll boss just to slow them down a little bit. Get Radiant Greninja in the active spot, and I'm just gonna pass. So on our next turn, for sure, unless they have a boss, they boss my Ditto. See, the thing is, with Magikarp in play, that actually distracts them. Unless they know what I'm up to, most likely they're just gonna target our Magikarp and then go from there. Because the more Magikarp and Gyarados we have in the discard pile, the more damage. But I don't know if my opponent considers that their Pokemon doesn't really have a lot of HP, and it really doesn't matter. It's more of a distraction, really. What we need here is for Ditto to survive, guys. So let's see if my opponent has another boss. And again, alright, cool. And that's gonna be game. Hopefully. They do knock out our Radiant Venusaur. Our Ditto survives. So now we can put our water energy, and we should be home free from here, guys. I mean, 70 damage is not knocking out their Pokemon within a single turn, but within 2 turns we can start knocking out their Pokemon. So let's go ahead and use Block Face. 70 damage, and now our Ditto is immune to any of their attacks, especially they're only using basic Pokemon as their attackers. So we should be good to go. There should be no way out for my opponent here. Although, you know, now that I think about it, they can actually get out of this if they have a boss and an escape rope. Okay, they only have one boss in the discard pile. So if they have it, if they use escape rope, that pushes my Ditto to the bench, and that nullifies the effect on it. And if they boss it back to the active, knock it out, that's it. But I don't know if my opponent knows about that combo, or if they know about that way out. But what we need to do is get our Snorlax and our Magikarp out of that bench using our scoop up net. We have Irida, so we can get one for sure. But we should have 2 available still, because we haven't used any. But yeah, after we do that, we should be good. That should guarantee our win against this matchup. So it doesn't matter what they do here. They can get their Radiant Greninja out of the active spot, but again, our Ditto will be immune to any attacks. They are gonna Pal Pad their boss back to the deck, so that's very dangerous. Again, if they have an escape rope, that's gonna be very dangerous. Alright, they just passed. They know we're immune to damage. Okay, cool. Let's get this Snorlax out. We have Irida, so we should have another scoop up. Dude, it's in the deck. That's it. That should guarantee our win. Let's scoop this guy out. And yeah, we're just gonna block face and just continue to knock out their Pokemon. And there's no way. There is no way they're getting through this defense. No build out there has any tech against block phase, so let's see if my opponent has anything against it. I don't know if there's any cards out there that can actually get out of this. Yeah, that's it. I don't know if there's any other way they can get out of it. Do they have anything? Nope. There's a scoop. Good game. Wow, good game. Alright, let's move on to our second game. My opponent's going to choose to go first, and we're going to start with Snorlax in the active again. Nice. Pyukumuku, of course, will stay in our hand. We need its ability to draw into more cards. And my opponent's going to start with a Minccino in the active spot. Okay. Gonna use Quick Ball. And it's a Charmander. Okay, so this is a Charizard deck. I see Leon. This could be a Battle Sense Charizard build. Okay, we got a Radiant Venusaur from our top deck. We can use Ultra Ball to discard these two Gyarados. And we can get a Magikarp. I mean, we can hit for weakness against this Fire-type build. But I think I'll go with Ditto for now. Use our Pokestop Stadium. But first, let's pitch a Pyukumuku. Draw into one card. Choice Belt will be useless in this build. Got an escape rope from that. And we discarded a Magikarp. Nice. Let's thin out our hand, and I'm just going to Gormandize, I think, for now. I mean, I could use escape rope. No, I'll just Gormandize. Because I'm thinking they have Magma Basin. If we leave that Charmander in the bench, they could use Magma Basin and then just energize their Charizard faster. But then again, that will put Minccino on the bench, and of course that's their main source of consistency to draw into more cards. So if they don't get this Minccino, well, they're gonna evolve it into Cinccino now. We could possibly eliminate the Pokemon that can draw them into more cards. So sure enough, there's a Magma Basin and they Marnie us. But that's okay. That's okay. We have the necessary cards we need in the discard pile. We just need to draw into Twin Energy or Double Turbo Energy to start attacking. And my opponent's also using Radiant Charizard. So the more prizes we take, the less energy their Radiant Charizard is required to attack. For a lot of damage, that is, too. And my opponent's just going to attack with their Cinccino. Energize their Charmeleon. But we're going to put Magikarp into play, because again, we are hitting for weakness if we attack with it. And I'm just going to use Irida. And I think I'll get a Pyukumuku. And a Quick Ball, I think. Yeah, that's fine. I can discard Ice Cube. And then replace their Stadium with ours. And I'll get another Ditto with this Quick Ball. Let me use Pyukumuku first. Draw one card. Alright, we got a Rescue Carrier. Use Pokestop. We got an Ultra Ball. I think I'm just going to Gormandize. I mean, I could use Ultra Ball, but I think I need both of those, so I'll just Gormandize. We did discard one Magikarp from that Pokestop, though, so I mean, I could just recover them with a Rescue Carrier, so it should be fine. We have another Ditto on hand, so I think we're okay for now. We just need an energy. We have not seen any energies yet at all after 30 cards. We have 29 cards left in our deck, so we can't even attack just yet. Sometimes RNG is horrible like that. My opponent's going to use Bruno. And they're just going to attack with Cinccino again. Okay, dude, finally, we got a Twin Energy. I can attach it to my Ditto, I guess. Anyways, we don't have a boss to boss their Charmeleon. And we should have enough firepower to knock out this Cinccino. So we'll scoop up our Snorlax, put it back into play, and this Ditto. And yeah, we should have enough. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. Cool, we got... I think I'll get the Magikarp with this Hisuian Heavy Ball. And then I could use Professor's Research too. But as it is, Ditto is really not hitting for a lot of damage, and it's not going to knock out the Charizard, so I need to increase its attack damage output by discarding our Magikarp, but I'll evolve this one just so I can retain a mill attack. I think it's going to be useful at some point. And we got a Quick Ball from that Pokestop. I don't really need anything else from the deck though. I think I'll have to use Professor's Research. Anyways, we need a lot of energies to power up our attacks. Okay, we got a DTE. That's really good. We got Pyukumuku. Let's draw one extra card. Alright, cool. We got a Twin Energy. At least we're seeing the energy, so that's good. And I think I'll get another knockout here against their Chinchino once more, dealing 160 damage, and we got our Hisuian Heavy Ball back. Okay, that's really not what we need. And sure enough, there it is, the Battle Sense Charizard, and they're gonna be discarding 2 cards at a time. And they have Magma Basin. Okay. So for our Ditto to get a knockout here, we need to discard 1 more card from our, or 1 more Gyarados or Magikarp. So I might have to scoop up this one so I can knock out their Charizard. But we'll see, we'll see. There's really nothing we could use to discard it though, that's the thing. So they get a knockout off of our Ditto. We can scoop up our Snorlax. Okay, we got Irida. Okay. I think I'm gonna scoop up this Gyarados first. We just have to discard it now. And we have both scoop ups though. We can't get our Snorlax out of the active, that's the thing. We use Irida. Okay, we have Escape Rope at least. I think I'll get that and then get Pyukumuku. I mean, it's a good thing. That's gonna push out their Charizard. That's gonna force them to switch into a weaker Pokemon that we can knock out for sure this turn. Okay, Chinchino. Alright, so that's a guaranteed knockout for us for sure. And then I'll use Pyukumuku. Another Snorlax. We don't really need that. Yeah, I think I'll just get a knockout here. Raging Fin, dealing 140 damage. Okay, we got another Gyarados. We actually need the Quick Ball. That way we can discard this Gyarados. And that's going to guarantee a knockout for our Ditto even. But we can also use Magikarp to knock out their Charizard because we're hitting for weakness. You can use Battle Sense. Dude, they're actually down to their 6 cards in their deck. Okay. This is a long shot, guys. But I'm thinking of actually using Gyarados. If we can get 3 heads in a row, we can win this match right now. So they're just going to knock out our Ditto. I think I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it, guys. I'm going to use Ordinary Rod. I can get Magikarp and a Ditto back to our deck. This Water Energy. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for it. I just need 3 heads to win this match. I could also use Marnie, actually. I can force them to draw 1 extra card this turn. Let me see what else I have in the... Okay, we have a Ditto, and we need that Quick Ball. So we have 2 Dittos in our lineup. Let's use Marnie. We need energies to attack anyways. Alright, we got a bunch of energies. That's good. And we got a boss. But now it comes down to this, guys. Wreak Havoc. I need 3 heads. Come on. No! No! It stopped at 1. I mean, you know, 2 cards discarded. That's something. They're down to their last 2 cards, at least. And they still have 3 prizes left to go. We have double turbo energy. That's gonna reduce our attack, so I actually might have to boss that other Charizard because it has 2 damage counters to it already. And we're just gonna use Raging Fin. 170. Okay, I think we're good. We are good with the damage output at least. We got a Quick Ball. But you know what? Looking at it now, my opponent is actually ahead in the price exchange. So each time we knock out one of their Pokemon, they knock out ours. They will actually get all of their prize before we do. So in effect, that 1 heads in that mill may have just won us this game. Otherwise, we would have lost. Because now they knock out our Radiant Venusaur. That puts them down to 2 prizes. So really, those extra 2 turns that my opponent would be getting will win them this game. Right? But you know what? If we knock out 2, that will win us the game too. So I think either way, we actually won this game. But that mill actually made a huge difference. I'm actually pretty surprised. So I'm just gonna use Raging Fin here to get a knockout. 170 damage, getting us another prize. And now my opponent will draw their last card from their deck. And okay, actually I was wrong. They they can build up another Charizard. Royal Blaze for 330 damage, but you know what? That's it, guys. Let's just be cheeky and get a knockout here. And we're just gonna win because they deck out. Wow, good game. Pretty close one, actually. Pretty close one. Good game. Alright, let's move on to our third and final match of the day. And we're going to start strong with this Snorlax in the active spot. And we have our trusty Radiant Venusaur to go on the bench. Alright, let's use our Hisuian Heavy Ball. Check our prizes. We got 1 Gyarados and a Twin Energy. So not too bad. We'll discard Ice Cube, get a Magikarp to start. And I'm just gonna Gormandize. So of course our first goal is to discard as many Magikarps and Gyarados as much as we can, so we can increase our damage output. And then go from there. So my opponent's gonna start with a Manaphy in their active spot. And they have Coughing. Bro, if that thing evolves into Galarian Weezing that turns off abilities, it's not good because Ditto will not be able to copy Magikarp's attack. So if that's the case, we might have to put Magikarp into play and Magikarp will have to attack. Okay, so they also have a stadium that limits our bench size to 4. And they're just gonna pass. Okay, so far we're okay. I'm just gonna bench Magikarp just in case. And I'll grab another Gyarados, I think. Get an Ultra Ball so I can start discarding these cards. It's gonna help us discard 2 of these. And then I'll get a Ditto. I mean, we can use Ditto at some point, right? Then I'll just bench another Magikarp and use Gormandize to draw into more cards. I need energy to start attacking, but we can't seem to find it just yet, which is not good. And my opponent's gonna evolve into Crobat VMAX, and with only 2 Gyarados in the discard pile, we're only dealing 70 damage, so that's not good at all. And since they're using Dark Energy, they can attack with their Crobat VMAX as well. And all of our Pokemon are they're all weak. 30 HP, 70 HP, so oh boy. This has got to be the worst matchup we could ever face. But let's see what we could do here. I mean, if we stack enough Pokemon in the discard pile, we might be able to 2-hit KO their Crobat VMAX, get 3 prizes off of that. But boy, our fears have come true. It is the neutralizing gas Weezing, and we won't be able to use our Ditto while that thing is in the active spot. Let's use our Stadium. We discarded all 3 cards, but we didn't get any Gyarados or Magikarp, so that's not even helpful. So I'll use Irida, get the last Gyarados and a Quick Ball, and I'll just discard that. I mean, that increases our attack by what, 20 or 30 damage? So now we're hitting 100 damage at least. Pitch up Yukumuku, okay, and see what we get here. Okay, I'll put 1 energy on Ditto, and I'll just push away their Galarian Weezing so I can use Snorlax one more time, because we need to set up further here. And we're still not getting energies. This is not good at all. At least as long as I can discard enough Pokemon, Magikarp or Gyarados, increase my attack damage to at least 130. And if we can knock out our opponent's Galarian Weezing, we should be fine. And then just look to hit knocking out their Crobat VMAX. I think we should be fine. But as it is, we're not. We need one more Magikarp, because that's all we have in the deck is one Magikarp. Discard one more, and also a Twin Energy. They are gonna Marnie. Hopefully we get an energy here, but that also puts away our Scoop Up Net, so we can't get our Snorlax out of the active. We do have Irida though. Oh, dude, what is this? They have Temple of Sinnoh, so that turns off our special energies. This, what is this? Our opponent's build is basically made to counter our deck, which is absolutely bonkers. It's no good, man. I'll just sacrifice my Ditto. It's not as useful anyway, so that should at least increase our attack damage output to 130, so we can knock out their Galarian Weezing. And I'll look to discarding this Shedinja, because we might be able to use that later on when we're dealing with their Crobat VMAX. So for now, I'll use my Pyukumuku. Okay. Discard Shedinja with our Quick Ball, and then I'll just get Pyukumuku for our next turn. We won't be able to draw here because, again, it's turning off our ability. We can't even Gormandize. And also, our Radiant Venusaur is not able to use its ability because, again, Galarian Weezing, guys. Oh, man. Temple of Sinnoh. Even with the Twin Energy on Magikarp, we're not even able to attack at all. So now, dude, okay. At least my opponent Marnies, so that helps us out a little bit. I just need one energy. Okay, good. But double turbo energy decreases our damage output, so now we might not even be able to knock out this Weezing. Oh, this is insane. This is insane. Because with the Twin Energy, we're hitting exactly 130 damage. But if we attach this double turbo energy... But you know what? It turns off... The Temple of Sinnoh turns off the effect of the attack, right? Or the special energy. So we should be hitting for 130 damage still. Okay. Let me use this. That at least we can switch into our Magikarp and get a knockout. Maybe we can draw into or get a professor's research on our prizes. That's what I'm... It's a long shot, but we need to draw into more cards. We definitely need to draw into more cards. We are having a hard time because we can't use any of our abilities. So I'll attach this, and we're just going to use Raging Fin, dealing exactly 130 damage. Come on. So we're still alive, guys. We're still alive. Oh my goodness. This is like 2 mountains. Not even an uphill battle. This is like a mountain battle, you know? This is like Mount Everest for us. Getting to the top is super hard with our deck. Going against this Galarian Weezing that turns off abilities. Oh man. Yeah, they just have everything against our build. Temple of Sinnoh turns off our special energies. Galarian Weezing turns off our abilities. We can't use Ditto. And they're gonna use their Crobat VMAX to do hit and run. They're always gonna get a knockout against our Magikarp and also our Ditto, and they're just gonna switch back to their Galarian Weezing. So we won't be able to use our Ditto, and they just have so much disruption. They're gonna Marnie again. So that, come on, give me something, dude. So they took away our professor's research even. And it's just not looking good at all. We have 1 water energy. I can energize my Ditto, but... And man, their poison even knocks out our Magikarp. Because Magikarp only has 30 HP. This is the worst, man. I feel like just conceding. But you know what? We got a stadium, so at least we can use our special energies, right? I can scoop up my Snorlax, at least that we can possibly delay for a few turns here. And we just need to draw into Twin Energy. Dude, we have all 4 Gyarados in the discard pile. I'll get Professor's Research. And I'll just get a Marnie. That's fine. I think we have enough water Pokemon in the discard pile anyways. I'll just scoop up this Snorlax. And we're just gonna stall for a little bit here. I'll put one on Magikarp, I think. Just in case they have another Temple of Sinnoh, at least we have 1 energy to both of our attackers, just in case. Okay, so that stadium doesn't affect us too much. They're gonna retreat their Weezing, but they have to discard that 1 energy. Because Galarian Weezing has 3 retreat costs, so at least that's gonna slow them down a little bit. It's gonna prevent them from poisoning our Pokemon for maybe a turn. But their Crobat VMAX are just... Oh, they also have Avery. Bro. I'll get rid of this Snorlax, that's fine. Man, so much disruption in their deck. I should just give up, right? No. Never give up, never surrender. There's a win condition to this matchup, guys. They still need 5 prizes, so we're not out of this yet. We're not out of this yet. We just need to draw into a support card that will draw us into more cards. I need 1 more energy to attack. I can knock out this Galarian Weezing with our Magikarp. And with it out of the way, at least we can start using our Ditto to copy Magikarp's attacks. Okay, we should have 1 more turn with the Snorlax. Dude, we got a Marnie. Okay, I'm game with that. Let me scoop up my Snorlax, and I'm gonna take a chance here. Put my Magikarp in the active spot, and I'll bench another Magikarp. Come on. Okay, cool. At least we got 1 energy. So now we can knock out this Galarian Weezing. I'll put it on the bench, I think, because I need this Choice Belt to increase attack on their Crobat VMAX. So I'll just knock out their Galarian Weezing. So that gets a surprise. So at least we don't have to deal with that neutralizing gas for a little bit, you know. They will have to set up another Galarian Weezing to be able to do that. But at least for now, we can breathe a little bit, use our Ditto, hopefully get 2 hit knockout off of this Crobat VMAX, and then we'll just need 1 more prize after that. We need 4 more prizes to win this game, and we also have a boss's order, so we can easily get a prize off of their Miltank or maybe their Manaphy. But we just need to take care of their Crobat VMAX. But the challenge here is that if they use Hit and Run, we're not even hitting their Crobat VMAX. So I might have to save my boss's order. After I get a hit on their Crobat VMAX, I will need my boss's order to finish it off. So I should have 1 more available in the deck. But let's see what my opponent does here. They're probably just gonna do Hit and Run. Let's see what they do. Okay, they're gonna start setting up their Weezing line again. Bro, this Weezing is definitely giving us a hard time. But with an initial energy on Ditto, I could use Shedinja, right? And we have 4 special energies. We should have 3 more left. We have 1 double turbo energy on our Magikarp in the active spot. And that's my other fear. If we run out of our double turbo energies and or twin energies, that's going to be game. We won't be able to attack. So, okay, they're going to use Stealth Poison and they're going to retreat into their Miltank. Okay, Miltank's not even going to... It's not going to need a lot of bench Pokemon to get a knockout. Okay, we got a twin energy though, so that's good. At least we got that, you know what I mean? At least we got that. I could use Rescue Carrier. And then, because I need to maintain my Magikarps in the discard pile as well. But we should have enough to get a knockout here. I'll just use Marnie for now. I just gotta make sure that I have an attacker in case they set up another Weezing. Okay, we can get rid of their stadium. And we're just gonna use Raging Fin to get a knockout. 130 damage. Getting us 1 more prize. We got another boss order. Okay, so we have 2 in our deck. So that's reassuring. So we need 3 more prizes. If we can just knock out 1 Crobat VMAX, we should be good. Right? They're going to knock out my active, but at least I have a Ditto. But still, we won't be able to attack for a lot of damage. You know what I could do, though? I could use Shedinja's ability, or attack. Bring down their Crobat VMAX's HP to 10 HP. And then all we need to do is attack for like 10 damage. Maybe another Magikarp or something, right? Okay, so we have 1 more twin energy, I think, after this. And that's gonna be game. That's gonna be it. So we're running out of energies. We're running out of options. I mean, we have Manaphy. We have Ordinary Rod. I could attack with Manaphy. We can get the water energy. We just get Magikarp for now. And I cannot use my stadium because I'm gonna deck out. I only have 5 cards left in the deck. And I need the other boss's order, so I can't do that. Yeah, I'm in a little bit of a tight spot here. I'll just go for one of the Crobat VMAX, I think. So I'll boss's order this guy. Let's use Pyukumuku. I'll need the other boss's order for sure, so that I can finish this off. Because once I use Shedinja, I need the boss's orders. So I'm just gonna go for it, guys. Ooh, so difficult to decide. All right, let's live squeeze. I hope they don't have anything. Okay, actually Venusaur helps out. We got Professor's Research. We need to draw into the boss's order, otherwise we're done for. We don't have any more energies, and we're relying on our Ordinary Rod. Because we don't have any more energies left in our deck. We can't even attack with our Ditto, so... Oh man, we have to attack with Manaphy. But first, we need to get the Pokemon out of the active spot. But they need 2 more prizes, so I think we're fine. If they knock this guy out, as long as they don't target my Manaphy, I'll just confuse them and bench as much Pokemon as I can. Get a Gyarados and 2 of these energies, and I need a boss's order. We have 5 cards left in the deck. I cannot use, I don't want to use, I can't risk it. If I discard that boss, we lose this game. And I can't use my Professor's Research because we're gonna deck out. Bruh, this is... Alright, let's draw. No, we have 3 cards left. We still haven't drawn into our boss's order. So we have 2 energies in our deck. 3 cards left. We have 2 energies and 1 boss's order. It comes down to the next. At least we have Pyukumuku. We can draw 1 extra card. It comes down to Pyukumuku. This is so nerve-wracking. I can't do this, guys. I'm gonna have a heart attack. So they're gonna knock out our Magikarp, right? They're gonna retreat. Stealth Poison. This is it. It's all or nothing. I will have to put Manaphy in the active spot because if I don't, I won't be able to switch out. Alright, we got 1 energy. I need a boss's order, guys. Good game, man. Good game. Oh my goodness, this was a heart attack. Oh man, I can't believe it. And that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't forget to smash the like button for me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching the Popsicle Night channel, and as always, stay safe and have a great day.